Welcome back. We are still here. It is MLG Saturday night. We just watched as Infamous made some pretty quick work out of Triggers Down.
Yeah, Infamous looking like the team that won last event. They definitely caught fire at the exact right time. Triggers Down, though, looking a little bit lost in those games.
Yeah, Triggers Down, they said they weren't prepared, and, they were lucky enough to get here. They played extremely well Friday and earlier today, but they just couldn't really get over that hump, which is going to be Infamous.
I think the second game was really the dagger, that countdown Team Slayer. You saw Infamous get onto that early lead, that middle of the game. They had a huge lead, and then all of a sudden, Triggers Down started clawing back and eventually bringing it to a tie game at 48 kills apiece. But Infamous clutching it out at the end. I think as soon as that happened, Infamous goes up 2-0. They've got Oasis King of the Hill next. Triggers Down really didn't have a shot.
Yeah, they were just sitting there like, well, I wish we could just get off the main stage here. But, coming up next, we have Instinct taking on Dynasty. So this match should be a little bit better. I mean, Instinct's already gone to 2 Game 5s, and that was against Final Boss and Classic. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see because Dynasty made really quick work out of everyone who was in their pool.
Dynasty, we just talked to Ryan Noob in the interview. He said he expects to see Dynasty in the winners finals because of the way that they have been playing in their pool. They dominated, believe the hype. They pretty much dominated every single other team in Pool D and look extremely strong. And then you talked about the other side, Instinct. We're used to seeing them absolutely run through pool play. Last event, dropping 3 games within their pool. This event, they went to 2 Game 5s already. And you saw in the last tournaments in Anaheim and Columbus, they just didn't drop. They didn't drop a game at all, actually, in pool play. They're starting maybe to seem more human. Teams maybe figuring them out. But now we have the match. I mean, Instinct, Dynasty, these 2 teams, Instinct, the champions for the last, or not the last event, but the 2 events before that. You've got Dynasty playing the best almost out of any team here.
Yeah, and Chris, Instinct's names have really become household names, but we're still going to introduce you to our team in case you are just tuning in.
This might be the God Squad. We came out here and almost didn't drop a single game. We'll see if people can catch up by the next event.
Kind of pick and choose whoever he wants to kill as he lines up a headshot on Adrenaline. Chris, they are up in this one, and he has camo too, exactly what I said to watch out for.
6-kill lead now for Instinct after it was coming off respawn here. And we got Pistola though.
They killed him. It was going to take way longer than...
The flag dropped out, Roy hits with the no-scope. He's going for the return, Roy.
Remember to move this down.
Nice pinch here as Ogre 2 comes on the flank, picking up the double. Comes in with shot.
You guys.
You're seeing the Instinct logo here. They are just green, and everyone really supports them. They're really behind this team. Very household names here.
And their team sporting some of the greatest players in the game right now. And I think Shibby's down with what many consider the best player in the game. That's Roy.
That is right. I'm sitting right next to the so-called best player in the game. It's debatable between you and Pistola, I think. But you guys went 4-0 in pool play. You guys dropped the most amount of games you've ever dropped, though, in pool play. Do you think it's because the competition is getting better?
I think it's a combination of us not playing at the best of our ability, and the competition is definitely getting better. There's been a lot of teams formed that could easily be deemed God squads as well, but I think we're definitely going to rise to the occasion and get the win.
And how important is it to you to win this matchup right now? And if you do win, you're going to be facing off against Infamous again tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we definitely all obviously want to play Infamous, so this is a big match to win for us, and let's see how it goes.
So what's your prediction for this series?
I definitely think they're going to win at least 1 game. I'll say 3-2.
Pistola doesn't like that. Look at him. He doesn't like that. Okay, never mind. He's thinking about something else. All right. Well, Scott, Chris, back to you guys.
the safe route. You know, 3-2,
God, these
5-game
guys,
series.
so
Well, yeah, what is that?
Sportsmanlike. I mean, we wanted to
I
hear
don't like
3-0,
that.
Roy.
Man.
That's what we wanted to hear. A little bit of trash talk, but you can see Roy really respecting Dynasty, especially the way they've been playing so far this tournament.
Yeah, and this is a new Dynasty squad here. Hines and Tazoxic really staying together. They bring back Destin, who they actually dropped for Cloud the last event when they got 4th place, and then they get their hands on Formal. And Formal is just playing incredible. But before we get into this, we'll introduce you to them, and then we'll get more in depth. Return their flag, and there it is. Will Tazoxic be the first on the board? Yes.
Snipe down now, grabbing those rockets with the Firebird above them. They will be pushing in for this flag in no time.
Good job of clearing them out. Once again, we have 2 members down. 4 Warriors make that 3 as Hines is going for the 4th guy.
And because that Infamous kind of gaining a little bit more map control around, but if Hines is going to be blending like that, Mission's on the map, and it's going to be huge. Hines going to work with these rockets.
To pick up those rockets now, and you see the rockets being in the lift, given to Destin basically by the gods in Halo Reach, and now Destin with that rocket has 2 more players in front of him, shoots them both. He's going to score it, so I do. All right, 3-0 Destin, making that one look easy. Give them a big shout out for the sniper rifle so far, but it doesn't look like BTH is nearly as focused right here for Believe the Hype. Meanwhile, Viper will have the Aftermath sniper. And let's just watch Formal, because this kid's incredible at Halo Reach.
Man.
Man, do I love this Dynasty squad, Chris. I've kind of been, you know, their fan for the past couple events. I was extremely mad when they actually broke up in between events, but, you know, they seem to be playing really well, so I won't take anything away from them.
Yeah, you mentioned one of their star player, Formal, actually the most positive right now in the entire tournament. But Chivy's not with Formal down the floor. He's with the glue guy. The guy's been on Dynasty for a while. That's Hines.
I am. Oh, sorry, Mike. Thought the mic wasn't working for a second. But well, Hines, you guys won your pool, dominated your pool. You guys went 12-1. You guys are on fire. How does it feel to be part of this team right now?
It feels great. I'm just really confident. We had a lot of practice going into this event, and we knew if we won our pool, we get to another rematch against Instinct. So we're pretty happy right now.
So what is your strongest game type coming up in this series?
I think Zealot Flag is one of our strongest game types. We're really good at controlling the power weapons, and we know when and where to run the flags, and results in some double and triple caps.
Okay, and if you didn't know, Formal is actually the most positive player right now. He's on your team. Are you feeding off that? He's a plus 92 right now. Are you feeding off that at all?
Oh, I think we knew. He was playing excellent last night against BTH, and it carried over to today, and it's definitely helping us play better, too.
All right, well, best of luck, and I know a little shout out to your dad right there. He's sending me some text messages. Good luck, and guys, back up to you.
I can't wait. I seriously can't wait here, Chris. I mean, Instinct doesn't look the strongest this event, but they're definitely a threat, and Dynasty looks extremely strong, so maybe they can get that revenge and really just take this series here. We're going to find out, because if Capture the Flag Zealot is Dynasty's one of their best game types, and they come out and lose it, that's really going to kind of set the bar for them.
But Instinct, if they can get a huge win here tonight against Dynasty, they'll be right back in the Winners Bracket Finals where they're used to being. And these two teams, probably two of the best, these two and Infamous, the three best teams we thought kind of coming into this event. Now we're seeing Instinct going against Dynasty, and we're going to kick it off game number 1. It's going to be Capture the Flag on Zealot.
Game number 1, Capture the Flag on Zealot. We are jumping on board with the most positive player, Formal from Dynasty. He is dressed in purple. Last event he was on to Believe the Hype, but I think he's a better fit on this team.
It doesn't matter what team he's on, he's going to destroy no matter what. We see him going towards the sniper rifle. That really is going to be his weapon of choice. And when we talk about the best snipers in the entire game, It used to be we talked about Roy, we talked about Pistola, Snipe Down, but now Formal really has to be in that discussion for the best in the game.
Oh, 100%, Chris. He always does such a good job. And right off the bat, Hines going for try to make a dilemma here, but Instinct's just throwing back. And the only member who's in any kind of position here is going to be Dustin and Formal to stop this flag. And Instinct may have to give up on this because they are pushing extremely hard. So off the beginning, we saw 2 flags pulled, and Dynasty is not able to get this flag return. And in fact, Instinct is going to be the first on the board in just 50 seconds.
Roy coming up huge, picking up a double kill on those last 2 members of Dynasty up top of gold. And now we see as Instinct up 1-0. They score fast, and I'm glad Dynasty was in position because it looked like Instinct was actually going to start to run a double cap, but a good play at the base by Dynasty to stop it. And now we see Lunchbox trying to evade, being a little sneaky. Not the greatest decision.
Yeah, he caught an elbow straight to the face. So 3 members alive for Dynasty. Hines is going to be caught bottom middle. Tazoxic's trying to hold them off at his flag, and luckily Formal's going to be there with him. On the red side, we have Lunchbox pushing top middle. Roy is going to be bottom middle, and they are the only 2 alive, so they have to play this a little bit more patiently. But instead, Roy is actually going to push up with his twin brother.
Roy, I think, making a good decision, knowing his teammates are going to spawn at his spiral and that way come from behind. Roy, almost out DMRing Destin. Destin with some great shots right there. And we see now is Instinct is not even close to any sort of the sniper side of the map. They are all in holograms, and 3 of them just went down as Dynasty's going to start running the flag into ring 2.
Formal attempting to run that flag bottom middle. He is going to be stopped by Ogre 2, who has put himself in an extremely good position. Tazox is going to get a kill with that grenade launcher. He is the only one alive in the position. Hines now and Formal will be spawning ring 1. Hines is going to be coming up top gold, and Formal will be going back to the flag. Hines instantly taken down, and Instinct is in great position here. They are running the flag bottom middle, and Destin, will he be able to get a touch on the Instinct flag? Oh, we may have ourselves a good old-fashioned stalemate, Chris.
And Pistola doing a great job getting the flag out as fast as possible and throwing it into the landing in order to get it to the other side of the map. And now we see all 4 alive for Dynasty, just 2 alive for Instinct. They're going to need to be careful as Dynasty's starting to push in on this flag.
Destin has the sniper for Dynasty. He is going to be watching Hines' back. Tazoxic now pushing in on Ogre 2. He has them completely weak, and now Hines should be able to get an easy double kill if he goes for Ogre 2, but no, he goes for Roy instead, and that did not work out for his benefit.
And as we see that the game's starting to slow down a little bit, we got Ogre 2, the one grabbing the flag for Instinct. We see they've got Destin, I believe Formal is the one going to be touching up the flag for Dynasty, make sure the 15-second return doesn't happen. But again, 2 down for Instinct, all 4 alive for Dynasty, and Dynasty's going to start pushing in here on this landing in order to get this return.
Destin's going to move up with the sniper. He's going to try to get an easy headshot here on them. He hears that Lunchbox is coming up. Lunchbox is trying to go for an evade and try possible return, but he is unable to do so. Destin is seen as 3 members of Instinct are all around him, and he is going to be taken down here. Ogre 2 looks to be getting this cap, but no Formal is going to be able to get this touch, so Ogre 2 is going to have to wait. And smart play there. They threw the flag bottom middle, but the members of Instinct were almost anticipating that move, Chris.
And Instinct doing such a fantastic job at just going right into the heart of this Dynasty defense when they were carving the flag. Instinct's going to put in the 2nd flag cap. And that was just clutch play after clutch play by members of Instinct, picking up double kills and just coming around from great flanks.
Everything is working out in Instinct's favor. Every time they are trying to bait this flag by throwing it bottom middle, they're trying to force Dynasty to chase after him, and that's exactly what is happening as they put in their 3rd flag cap. This is basically like clockwork, Chris.
And Instinct showing us why they're considered the #1 team in the entire world, not just by our MLGCs, but by most people. They still think they're the best team regardless of what Infamous did last tournament. And they're all 4 alive. Pistola once again on the flag, and Pistola has almost run every single one of these flags, and they're running it bottom middle. They're throwing it up, and Roy coming up huge, not allowing the Dynasty member to return it, and once again the flag is on the landing.
Ogre 2 is just going to be sitting here top gold trying to pick up some body shots and or headshots with the sniper. He does not realize that he is out of ammo, but it looks like they should be able to get this flag in. No, and Formal is going to be stopping it on the street. He lifted up. I thought for sure they were going to spot him. Formal should have had a triple kill there, but he just got a double and another kill. So as the last member of Instinct comes off respawn, no one on Dynasty will have Formal's back because they weren't in the position, and because of that, this flag run will stop.
Formal, though, doing the right thing, trying to get the flag out as fast as possible. Lunchbox going up the front of the base and stopping it very quickly. But Dynasty needs to be a little bit careful as Instinct is now starting to push back in on the instant base. And Instinct seems to not necessarily have to go gold to try to get any map control. As long as they're all together, I think they believe they can go any way they want.
Formal's just going to be looking around for the members of Instinct. Ogre 2's coming off the respawn along with Pistola and Roy. They're spawning underneath the base. Lunchbox was the only one in the position to really stop this flag, so it looks as if they will be going on the board here as Tzatzik's going to put in their first flag cap. They are still down by 2 caps.
Dynasty needs to be careful, though. This is where Instinct excels. As soon as a team puts in a flag, they get a few kills and then run it themselves. It looks like all 4 members from Dynasty are up as we're watching Tzatzik get in a fight and kill Lunchbox in the bottom middle. But Instinct, 3 members right now are going to be up atop at the landings with the sniper in the hands of Roy. And it seems Tzatzik's just going to distract, throwing that flag out, but it's going to end up going down.
At least he was able to do some damage on Lunchbox, which is a big play because that pretty much puts Lunchbox out of commission. The guys on Instinct, Ogre 2 is hiding bottom middle, waiting for his teammates to come to help him. Lunchbox now and the rest of the troops will be pushing red landing. Pistola will be going top middle, and Dynasty is just expecting this. Hines has the sniper. Destin's going to be getting a kill, but some miraculous way, Roy is going to be running this flag bottom middle, and he is going to be sniped by Hines.
Hines with a huge play. If he did not get these snipes, it would have been probably a guaranteed cap, as Pistola went absolutely huge in getting a double kill his landing. And he knows that Pistola just putting shots on Hines, trying to grab him, and then throwing the flag towards his teammate as Lunchbox is going to be the one distracting to try to pick up these kills and allow Roy to try to grab this flag and put it in.
Lunchbox doing a good job there picking up that kill. They are 1 flag cap away from taking game number 1.
Lunch with a smart play there. You can see Scott, he could have definitely grabbed that flag, tried to keep running it, but he made the smart play and instead fought Hines, made sure Hines wasn't going to get an easy kill and shot as he was running the flag in, and it really paid off for him.
Well, you can really just notice that Dynasty cannot get any sort of a setup. Instinct's just doing such a good job, even though they have died all 4 at the same time twice this game. Dynasty has only 1 cap to show for that, so Instinct really doing a good job at pushing out as a team. And notice how Pistola is just going to go top middle here. He's going to grab this evade, come up to his landing, not the opposite. He wants to work just with his teammate, and now he will be leading the charge.
Just a smart play overall. You can see the teamwork from Instinct. They seem to always be together in pairs, allowing for their teammates to kind of run around, and Roy is throwing some godly grenades. Every time I'm looking at his screen, grenades are somehow connecting, and now we see his Pistola is going to be starting to run the flag up to top gold.
Oof.
Picks it up, doesn't allow Destin to get the return, and right now we have 3 down for Dynasty, the last one being Formal, porting up to his own landing, and this might be a guaranteed cap for Instinct.
Formal's going to miss that jump, and Roy is going to be able to put in the 5th and final flag. And there is the cliche Lunchbox hand slap to his teammates.
I don't know why it does that. I would be scared a little bit. He might hurt some fingers or some hands. But anyway, he's pumped up. You can see the focus right there. And taking a look at the stats, you've got Pistola and Lunchbox going +7. And on the other side, all negative for Dynasty. This is exactly what Instinct wanted to do in the first game of the series.
Yeah, so Dynasty has to be a little bit down and dejected after that one. That was one of their best game types, they say. But impressive showing from Instinct. They just never let go of top control there. They just swarmed over top gold, and Pistola doing a great job running those flags.
But every time it seemed they did give up that top control, Scott, they would all go holograms together and work as a team in order to kind of come back around and sneak and flank behind Dynasty. Dynasty just doesn't seem like they were necessarily ready for that game. But you know what? We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we have Team Slayer on Countdown.